Welcome in, everyone out there in Facebook land, to the final Today in AZ after show of 2019. You would think we might have planned something special for you, but you'd be wrong. We did nothing. This is the same show it is every day.
Which is great.
Way to sell it, Paul.
Because it's wonderful. We have so much to talk about, including all the false promises you're going to make to yourself.
I don't want
tonight.
people to think they're going to get something they're not going to get. Just tell it to them
That's
straight
fair.
out.
We just want to hear everything you guys are going to give us, which is resolutions for 2020, a new decade, depending on who you are, right? Because some people.
Yeah, I don't want to have this argument again.
So technically, the new decade doesn't start for another year, but we're not having
that's
any of that.
ridiculous. How is it? That would be 11 years.
Look
I didn't invent the
Are we
Gregorian
still
calendar,
talking
man.
about-
No.
Well, I wasn't here yesterday because I work
Oh,
Sunday
sorry,
night, so
sorry,
this is
sorry.
a new argument to me.
So
I
the
kinda want a piece of this.
2010s, all right,
This is good.
start in 2010.
Yeah.
I would
right?
say so.
So that means it ends in 2019. That's the 10th year is over.
Absolutely.
The way we put it was when you turned 20, were you still a teenager? No.
I was not.
You're
At
20.
heart, perhaps, but not.
Yes, well,
in
at
real life.
30, we're still.
Because I've had a lot of
teenagers.
people say that to me
Yeah.
of late, that like it starts next year. But that would mean that you were saying the 2010 started in 2011.
You know what those people are? Nerds.
Well, it's good to
That was
have
just you like 20 seconds
Good to
ago.
have you.
I've been convinced. I don't care what's technically correct, quite frankly. I think you said almost 2/3 of people believe that the decade actually starts tomorrow.
right.
So majority rules, man. There's no electoral college to bail you out here. The people, they give the people what they want.
Then why
The
we
decade
go-
starts tomorrow.
Why we go so big with 2000?
Right, why was
We
that the
would've gone-
millennium?
Well,
Well,
because the
because
computers were going to kill us in our
2001,
homes.
but still, even
Yeah.
if the computers
Y2K.
didn't crash, we
Yeah.
still would have gone
They're just
big with
handheld
2000.
Remember when they said you had to turn off your computer before
Yeah.
midnight?
Unplug your appliances? Like the toaster was going to run up and jump in the bathtub with you? Like, what the hell?
Who said that? The news?
Those idiots on the news, they don't know anything.
Full disclosure, I
Idiots.
unplug my toaster every day. Not because of the millennium, but,
Sure,
but
sure.
just because
She doesn't
I-
like toast.
Well, it flashes weird, makes weird
Yeah.
noise, and I'm like,
Hey,
okay.
do you
Your
guys watch?
toaster ma-
Anybody watch This Is Us? The crock pot?
I don't like crying.
Yeah, that was a
I know, I don't like crying.
horrible.
It's terrible.
Public.
What a crock.
Okay, hold on.
Right, so-
We do want to talk about stuff on the show, but we're on a tangent here, and I'm not going to jump off this
Absolutely.
train when there are
Always.
60 people watching on a day most people aren't even going to work or school. Real quick, I have nostalgia for the terror associated with Y2K. Bring it back. Like, I think there should be a new computing glitch that will start in 2020 that'll scramble all our eggs and get us worked
Start
up.
it.
Because
Start
it
it
brought
up.
the country together. Because regardless of your political affiliations or your religious denomination or the things you believe in or hold dear, we were all scared of Y2K together.
As we should have been.
We need another unifying thing like Y2K.
Where are we on the Aztec calendar? Wasn't
Yeah.
the world supposed to end already?
The apocalypse is one thing that unites man.
You know what was scary?
That's going to be my
ready for
platform when I run for president, by the way.
Y2K, the fashion. So NBC National did a story on Y2K a couple days ago, taking us back to
Yeah.
all the things we said was going to happen. It was fantastic. But I was looking at what we were wearing in 2000.
What were we wearing?
Like the giant, it looks like the 80s. I was like, seriously, I don't remember. It was giant glasses, like baggy pants. I mean, it was it was a lot of.
As
think
TV
about 20
people,
years
whenever
ago.
you
It was
see
great.
that old video, it's all in
loved it.
4:3 before we went to
Yeah.
16:9 in HD.
HD.
So, like, from the years like 2010
Yeah.
and before that, it all looks like
the
old
huge
80s video.
lasers. It was
Oh
fantastic.
yeah, that was my favorite. Okay, all the women anchors cut your hair and then put a blazer on.
With
Yeah.
the pads.
Let's just have two dudes do it. I do not look good with that bob haircut.
Same.
Emma Jade can rock that cut. She looks darling.
But she doesn't have a pumpkin head, not you. I have the biggest pumpkin head on the planet. You put short hair on this face, and it's bad.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
We're just going back.
We
We're
call
just
it like
telling
we
it
see
how
it
it
on
is.
the after show.
We're off to a good start here today.
One more thing that's completely
Here's
off topic.
resolution, more positive.
So we were talking about the fears of Y2K were that the machines were going to take over in some way.
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
They have.
Right. Whoops.
Hello.
Got us.
Who is it?
When I was gone on Christmas vacation, it's never a vacation when you're hanging out with your family the whole time. Is Grandma watching? No. Okay, great.
Darlene.
No, they're lovely. It's just a pain in the butt. And you guys know. I came back and I found that my robot vacuum, my Debo, had, without my consent, left his charging port while I was gone and tried to eat the tree skirt of my Christmas tree. And I imagine he was screaming for help for hours, probably until his battery ran out. Because that's what he does when he finds himself. Help! Dad! Hello! Help! And there was no one there to answer his call. He died there under the tree. It was actually kind of a gruesome sight when I returned home.
Wow.
Well, I'm sorry about
What was he
your loss.
thinking? How did he escape? How did this happen? It's like a Toy Story thing where the machines just run wild when I'm gone for a week?
Oh, or like Indian in the
Well,
cupboard.
Yeah!
I love that movie.
Did you leave
great.
your place dirty?
Oh, snap.
No, I
That's
did
a good
not.
question, though, because maybe it detected
Yeah, it
its
detected some
scent.
filth.
You know, I love that. I put some food in the microwave yesterday, and all I did was put it in there, close the door, and it goes, sensing. Like it was
Sensing?
detecting. I didn't have to tell it. I didn't have to press potato or reheat. It was sensing.
You have a potato button?
Yeah, potato and popcorn. Anyway, so it sensed what was in there and then heated it to this perfect temperature. Now the microwave plate, not microwavable. Whoops.
I, for one, thought this conversation was engaging and entertaining, but the people would beg to differ. We don't have a single comment. So if this is your first time watching the show, your comments kind of guide our
can't find
discussion,
it.
and we interact with
Yeah.
you as we go. So if you're watching, feel free to chirp us in the chat. Let us know what you're thinking.
So-
Look, Paul Sue says good morning, so that's
well,
not
there you go. Good morning, Sue. Oh, mine didn't even load. It's the machines. It's the machines betraying us.
Well, because we were talking about New Year's resolutions, so we
Yeah.
actually do.
Sort
We
of.
do have one here.
That's the topic of the show, actually.
Yeah, Jennifer and Kenny Paynton. So you guys must have a joint Facebook account. The get out of debt. Keep it that way so we can eventually buy a house. You know, those were both of our topics this morning
Yeah.
on Today in AZ.
It's funny how that works.
I guess I should eat more fruits and vegetables, but that ain't gonna happen, says Peggy.
So what are you going to eat more of, Peggy,
Meat.
if not fruits and veggies? Meat, reheat the potato.
Snacks.
Yeah, snacks,
You know,
more snacks.
New Year's resolutions, it's such a funny thing because, like you said, science shows that people only really keep to them for about 60 days at
No,
best.
that's what you
No.
have to do.
Yeah, you got to do it for
You gotta do it
63
for 2
days for it to
months.
be a habit.
People
so
stick
you're
to
not
New Year's
even doing
resolutions
it
for
60
36 hours,
hours.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then my bad. That said,
Good
that's
thing
why,
you were paying attention this morning.
That's why I don't have them, right? You should just try to be whatever you're trying to be all year long. Don't wait until tomorrow.
Be the best
do
you
it.
can be.
Do it today.
So
What is this, the end of a G.I. Joe episode?
You get out there. You be your best. I don't know. Like go to the gym more. My gym membership just got canceled because I had fraud activity on my card. So
It was the
canceled
gym.
by
They're
law.
like, she doesn't go to the gym. What is this?
It got canceled. Like, please
It's
send
those
us a
damn
new-
criminals. That's the reason that I can't stay in shape in the
I
new
tried
year.
to work out, but the people stealing my identity didn't let me.
It's pretty funny because Apple Music got canceled too, all on the same card. And then I tried to get an Uber, and it was like, sorry, you didn't pay for this.
Oh,
and I'm like,
man.
well, what am I supposed to do now? My phone won't pay
You're
for
just
anything.
sitting outside the bar, like, what is going on with my life? It's raining.
I was going to go work out. I was going to take the Uber right to the
swear.
gym. I got my Apple Music. I was ready to go. And they said no.
And they said, decline. So
Bringing in the new year.
Fraudulent activities.
trying to get it happened on 2 cards in 48 hours.
Oh,
So.
no.
I know. My brother's like, did you get gas at Circle K? I was
Oh.
like, yeah, I did. So I don't know if that's an issue.
Yeah,
But 2
it
separate
is.
cards.
You
I
gotta,
didn't
you
use
gotta
it.
pull the, you
There
gotta
are
pull the
places
thing.
out there that are
Yeah.
more reliable.
They say the most trustworthy way to use the Circle K gas station is to take a hammer and smack the hell out of the credit card thing. And if it stays on, you're good to go.
Oh, interesting.
Actually, don't do that. That's not real. It was a joke.
Not
Just
permissible.
Don't take that.
In the
That's
new year,
at Paul Gerke.
Yeah, right. No. I don't
with
need that.
a G.
We are 9 minutes into the show, so I think it's a good time to introduce what we're actually talking about. New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
Leave yours in the comments. Ways you intend on keeping it, if you've ever kept one before. Mine this year, and I didn't say this on the show this morning, it's not because I was uncomfortable sharing it, it's you guys are chatterboxes and I ran out of time.
Yeah. My bad.
Mine was to read a book a month in 2019. And I think I got to 4.
Okay.
Which is probably more than 2018 and 2017, but not 12. It wasn't 12.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
book 'em.
One of them was a book of poetry. I'm going to confess that. That was a pretty
That's
quick read.
good, though.
That was about
That's-
an hour.
I mean,
Sounds
that's probably
insightful.
more
A book's a
enjoyable
book.
than, stories, and whatever.
What about you guys? You ever keep one?
No.
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 I tried, I think last year, I didn't set a resolution, but I wanted, because I'd already been doing it the year prior, to hike every day. You know, they have the
That'd be
52
amazing.
the 52-week hike challenge to hike a different mountain each week. That's too complicated, right? to try to go to
Right.
a different one.
Sure.
Right.
So for me, it was just go to the regular ones that I liked, but do it every day. Well, I don't like the parking situations at most places, and then it just gets frustrating.
always
And then
someone else's fault,
The stress,
Rachel.
the stress reliever
yeah.
that it's supposed to be becomes more of an obligation because of other things.
Well, see, here's the problem, and that's one of the pieces of advice that we were giving out is that you want to keep it simple.
Yeah.
So, like, if you say, I'm going to go hiking every single day, that is not simple. Or I'm going to do 52 different trails
Sure.
a week, that's
Right.
not simple. Like, do something more broad. Say, like, I'm going to do a different trail a month. You know what I mean? And, like, hopefully you still go hiking once a
In
week.
between,
but you don't
yeah.
have to go to a different trail every single week.
Yeah.
I think
And-
that's where people go wrong, is that when they fall apart.
Something outlandish and hard to achieve. And then we talk about this all the time too. It would be so nice to eat better, but when you get up at 2 a.m. and you're not hungry, and then all of a sudden at 5:30, okay, wait, I don't have scrambled eggs and toast to try to eat healthy or whatever. But it's just impossible
a lot of
depending
work.
on people's schedules. So how do you beat that one?
Well, you got to meal
The
prep.
night before.
Meal
Yeah, you
prep.
gotta meal prep.
9 o'clock, scrambling eggs every night in
Yeah.
my house. It's not weird at
Oh,
all.
really?
I do.
Oh, goodness,
No,
good
no,
for
no.
you.
It's
So
a lot
it
of work then. You're
can be
tired.
done.
A lot of times I accidentally leave the stove on, you know?
Oh my God!
You're just
Sensing,
so tired.
sensing.
New Year's resolution: don't burn the house
I
down.
walk back in, I'm like, oh, yep.
Yeah, that little red light is a huge help. It is
Totally.
a nice, the pilot light. Oh, geez.
So we went to church on Christmas Eve, and they
Congrats, by the way.
I'm gonna try to
this
do
is
that
it.
in the new year.
No, but what I thought was really cool, because I think we see a lot of like, you do you, I'm gonna be
Yes.
better, let's make this about me. They said, we encourage you to get out and volunteer. Do something
that's
for the
nice.
community, take the focus off of yourself. And that's something that honestly, like every year I'm like, I wanna volunteer more, and then I just get busy, but like, it just really stuck with me. I'm like, okay, obviously I have my own goals, but I really like once a month. You know,
Right.
just try to do something that's not about me or my kids or my immediate family.
Right.
That's
I
good.
thought that was really
That's a
good.
more broad goal.
Yeah.
That way you just feel good about yourself and you don't have to specifically stick to that one
And
thing.
you're making a difference in your community. I think there's, a lot of hate, just a lot going on right now.
Negativity, yes.
And if we all just kind of did, whether it's like helping someone cross the street, I mean, it can literally be anything, just once a
That's
month.
true.
Yeah.
You know?
I
That's
like
one of the
that.
nice things about working at a local
Sure,
television
person.
station is there's no shortage of community outreach things you can get involved
Yeah.
in.
Well, right.
This place keeps me honest on that front because otherwise I probably wouldn't volunteer my time much
Well,
at all.
and I think you're
It's
not
hard to get
alone. There's a lot of
busy.
people who, you could come up with an excuse for any reason not to do
Tired.
something.
Rachel,
You have fraudulent.
I got fraudulent
Listen.
activity on my account.
Hey,
Our
every
pets' heads are
time-
falling
I'm
off.
going to be honest with you guys. Every time someone almost kind of slips off the trail, that arm goes out like a mom saving a baby.
There you
and
go.
I don't even have kids.
Once a
so
month, done.
That,
there.
you got to be careful doing that as a guy.
yeah, true.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
You
don't
get
need
me
any help.
too'd in 2019.
Sometimes I trip on purpose just to see which cute guys might
Wow.
come to my aid. Little secret of the
smart.
pros.
I've been hiking the wrong trails.
Please get out there. Ma'am, are you okay? Oh,
I am now.
yeah. Are you married? Oh, no, I'm okay. I'm fine.
We are off the rails today.
Yeah.
This is
How did this happen?
cool. I like the Y2K discussion.
It's the last.
You got
Well, let's bring it back. Let's
Bill's
talk
says he's
about
Are
it.
gonna
people
quit.
commenting?
Yeah.
Bill says quit smoking. Is he talking to me? I don't smoke, Bill.
Quit
And
smoking.
Quit
Peggy
smoking,
says
Paul.
steak and Cheetos to answer the question.
Oh,
gosh,
good.
So
sounds
I
good to
love
me.
Peggy.
Oh my gosh, I love.
She's my girl.
steak.
Steak
Slap
and
those in a
Cheetos.
Taco Bell burrito and we'll talk.
We're putting
That
stuff in a
just got
Dorito.
fun.
Get down here.
I'm glad that Bill said quit smoking, though, because earlier when I was looking at, I look at this stuff a lot for whatever reason. And this year was the first time I looked at, the most popular resolutions
Yeah.
where quit smoking was not on there.
Well, it's because we've decided that smoking is cool. Finally, we've come to terms with how cool it is. It makes us look cool. It makes us feel good.
Yeah.
Why not do more?
It's good
of
for
it?
your health.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that part we're not sure about yet.
To Ryan's point, it was that maybe more people aren't smoking at all anymore.
Yeah,
as
they're
far as
vaping.
cigarettes,
Yeah.
they're vaping.
Right.
Which, yeah, I have this argument more often than I'd like that vaping is a better alternative to cigarettes.
I've got the cobalt
Just
lung.
please just try to stop smoking anything in general. If you need the hand to mouth, take a
Yeah.
more eating.
Interested
Well,
to see
no,
where you're
we're-
going with this. No, go on.
Well, that's all
I
it
was
is.
going to cut you off, but yeah, keep going.
But they say that that's all it is. It's just that need to. So
The
I
habit,
mean,
yeah.
There's some tips here
pop
about
Skittles.
keeping resolutions. You can read them if you want or don't. I'm not your boss. That guy's got great triceps, though. Good for him, man.
I think it's a woman.
I think it's a woman.
Is it
too.
really? Well, listen, that person did not declare their gender pronouns, so I'm going to go ahead and say that he or she has great triceps.
You know what? Yeah, so better than us.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a woman. I don't know. I guess you're right. I don't know for sure.
Right, yeah, all right.
Nice pecs, too. Here it is again.
Hold on, get closer to this.
Get a little closer to the screen.
The microphone fell off.
My favorite moment of 2019 after show right now. Absolutely.
You know what?
What do you
What
think?
about that watch? Is that a smart watch? What is that?
Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah. Either way, they're
It's
nice
pink.
arms.
It's a pink watch, but that doesn't mean anything in 2019.
Oh, I was looking
right?
at the monitor. Sorry about that.
Jury's still out on the picture.
My favorite color is pink.
It's a handsome person.
Yeah.
It's good. Hey, strong arms.
One thing I need to do better is posture. I've got millennial posture. I've got the phone posture, the crowed shoulders. And,
Yeah, you have like the horns out of your neck,
Yeah,
like they said, the fake story.
My favorite thing is doing this show, and I like look up at myself, and I'm like, your guts hanging out, and I do this, and I try to sit up, and I can hold it for like 5 seconds, and then I'm like,
The angle.
That's why I
Come
brought a
on,
blanket.
It hurts.
Can we all, it's like, right, this is the worst.
tough. It's a tough angle.
Like, come on.
Okay, at the desk,
It is
when they do
not
that,
nice.
I'm like, okay, sit up straight,
Yeah.
suck it in.
I'm always
arch
like,
back.
how can I just sit so I'm
my natural
showing
posture is
anything.
just defeated.
just-
Like
yeah, you
someone
know
just kicked my ass
Screw
and
it.
stole
Whatever.
my
I'm
dog.
just gonna sit down like this.
Yeah, no, that's good. Leg cross.
I would too if I had a blazer on, but those
Yeah,
were
right.
axed after 2000.
See, after
Yo.
2000, the blazer.
Look, they moved the camera for better
Yeah,
headroom now.
thank you.
too.
Just zoom all the way out.
I don't know why we're trying to
yeah.
act like we're
guys.
keeping good posture.
I just
Let's
lost
sit
like
back.
15 pounds.
Feels great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
New
they
year,
say-
new me.
That's my favorite thing to do is walk around the newsroom.
No. Hey, back out. Yeah, over there.
We're just having fun this morning.
Okay, if you get close enough, my eyelashes are starting to fall off. So.
Wait, those aren't real?
Yeah, right? Are those real? Excuse me?
My
Yes.
goodness.
They're
We're all gonna
fake.
get fired for this nonsense.
Oh, it's fine. You know
I'm
what?
gonna try and keep my job in 2020.
Good goal.
The fellas said before that
The
tomorrow,
fellas?
yeah, today you can do whatever you want because
Yeah.
tomorrow you're going to deprive yourself of
Right.
everything you've ever loved. Okay, I need to stop drinking
Yeah.
red wine. I need to stop having extra ranch on my salads. It's
Wait,
okay to
you
eat
can't do
salad.
whatever you want. It's not a purge night.
I feel like anarchy reigns in the last year of a
Yeah.
decade. You know, this is it. This is the day.
So
Get up,
laws
then
don't
she'll get
they
up,
don't
we'll all
work.
get up.
They don't go into tomorrow.
Yeah, no, well, you got to stop at midnight, local time.
Right.
Or you can abide by Eastern time zone
That's
rules.
fair.
I think that's permissible as well. Let's stop this conversation for just a second before we hang ourselves
Or
with
forever.
the rope that we've laid out in front of us. In case you missed it on Today in AZ this morning, we had some fun there too. This segment probably not as off the rails as anything you've seen thus far, but who knows?
Here we go again. Another report making millennials look stupid. Before you call in, I am a millennial, and we need to be better than this because the reason the report says so many of us are regretting buying a home, we didn't realize there were hidden costs like paying to maintain said home. Who did you think was going to pay for it? Here's some advice that other homeowners have for millennial home buyers this morning. Michael says, start out small with a payment you can afford. Fix it up over time. Good things take time. Work hard and stay within your means. That's some good advice right there. Sheila says, don't compete with others. Make sure your house payment doesn't consume all of your money. Things happen. That is some sound advice because things do happen. Inevitably, things will go wrong.
Necessarily want to be house poor the first time out of the gate.
No.
Huge endeavor.
What's the
Absolutely.
first thing you've had to fix on your own?
The dishwasher and the garbage
I knew
disposal.
it. The way that you said it in your report, I was like, oh,
There was a little bit of ire in his voice.
So
like he
here's
was
the
just
thing.
upset
I
about
was
it.
like, I can't fix this. I don't know what I'm going to do. I went on YouTube, and it took me 3 hours,
But you
but
did
I
it.
saved myself whatever money was going to come in.
Good for
And you still have all 10 of your fingers, so mission accomplished.
Yeah, and a wedding ring. So, so that worked out well.
Congrats on the
Still
DIY,
married,
by
yeah.
the
I'm
way.
glad
Yeah,
you're still.
thank
Same
you.
one?
Same,
Yeah,
same
congrats,
one.
dude. That's
Yeah,
awesome. Wow.
yeah. And the dishwasher still works.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty gross. When I had to
So
clean it
let
out,
me
though.
tell you a little embarrassing story about my family. My dad is a DIY guy. He's always been that way. He grew up. His family never had a whole lot of money to kick around. He's a really handy dude, and that he was raised in that environment, and he's taken that into his adult life. But I love my dad to death. That said, he is the crappiest DIY guy ever. He is always finding ways to rig contraptions with. He's the duct tape dad. He's the guy who thinks that with a little bit of spit and hard work, you can
Elbow
make
grease.
something. But that's not really. Sometimes you need to have a professional handle things. Right now, he redid his entire basement. He's got a finished basement now. It's fantastic. The man cave. I spent a ton of time there over the Christmas holiday. But there are just, if you pay close attention to some of the details, you scratch your head and you're like, Dad, why didn't you just pay someone to do this? For example, he messed up the electrical in the bathroom down there.
You don't do electrical.
So there's no number 2 in that toilet because the electricity can't handle it. Because the toilet is powered by an extension cord, which runs up the side of the finished bathroom. It's a finished bathroom, but except for the orange extension cord running parallel to the sink up into the ceiling to bring power to the toilet. Dad,
And you put your bare butt on that thing?
voluntarily.
There's water involved, man.
Yeah.
It's like all the stuff going on down
If you
there.
can't
and
do it yourself, don't do it
The
yourself. I think is
bathroom basement's on the fritz. Well, good for him for trying to do it himself.
Yeah,
you know what?
he's-
That's as simple as putting a
great work.
sticky note on the
Eat,
toilet.
no
Please
eating
note
chili
number
in the
2
man
is
cave.
If you do go upstairs.
You gotta go, yeah, but if
all
you gotta
good
run
down there
upstairs,
anyway.
that could go really poorly for you.
One more
His
thing.
Debo gets all over that situation.
Before we move on from the New Year's topic, do you guys know resolutions across the board? Nothing?
Not
gonna
this
work
year.
out
You
know, I
Even
wanna-
something realistic? Nothing?
I think I'll try to I'm going to try to get better at golf in 2020. Like,
I like
truly
that.
better
Yeah, I
at
like
golf.
that.
Not by way of lessons, but to just
You're not that serious.
No
about
more
it.
foot wedge.
But to just generally be more focused on the game. I typically play with 3 men. I get, hooked as the 4th, which is fine. But then I feel rushed. Okay, I also paid $50 to play the round, so I'm going to take my time.
You gotta go to another
I'm
tee
usually
box.
the best short gamer. Yeah.
You do have a
So,
good short game.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, we won't air the clip of me.
Oh, yeah. Do we have that somewhere?
Oh, we'll find it later.
Not an accessible place.
Look for it on Twitter. Long story short, I'm going to try to get better.
Okay,
at
hey,
golf.
real quick. Do you guys have something to add? Because we got to do this one thing before we say goodbye. So all the binge shows that you guys have watched in 2019, we have the most watched Netflix show in Arizona. Get your guesses in real quick. What do you think
Okay,
it is?
I'm saying Office.
Okay, that's a great guess.
Breaking Bad?
That's another great guess, friends. I'm going to say The Mandalorian, which is not on Netflix, but if we're talking about the most Googled, somebody probably thinks it is.
Yeah.
The answer, Rachel, give it to us.
According to highspeedinternet.com, we spent a whole lot of time watching The Umbrella Academy. It was actually the top search show in 14 other states as well. The second most popular show in our state was Orange is the New Black. Oh, I
Okay,
forgot
that
about that
makes
one.
sense.
Great
Good
show.
one.
What's the Umbrella Academy?
Yeah, I
I
never
have
heard of
no
that.
idea.
we're
Oh,
gonna
wait a
check it
second.
out.
Is that the X-Men spin-off thing? Anyone
it?
watching? Do they know that?
That doesn't sound like a good name for an X-Men
Yeah,
spinoff.
right. It's
The
about
Umbrella Academy.
they're in a really rainy
Sounds like a good
city
name
and-
for like a Mary Poppins spinoff.
I'm confused. The most searched for Netflix show in Arizona, The Umbrella Academy.
would never
Do you
have
even
guessed
know how
that.
to spell umbrella? You don't even have one.
You could have kept me here for another decade. I wouldn't have had that answer.
Wow.
Even Rihanna wouldn't have guessed that.
Ella, hey.
Did you catch that? That was-
Hey.
We'll leave it
Yeah.
there. Goodbye. Today, Nazy.
God, this was a
I
terrible
wanna be as
show.
Back in the new decade, but not tomorrow. We're
wanna
off.
be as
There's
witty
no
as Ryan
show.
Cody when I
So
come
we'll see
back.
you on the second.
Yeah, don't. Please don't. Don't want to do that.
We're never invited back.
Oh, you guys.